Okay, let's rock and roll. I'm ready to talk. The show is going real well. Rock's talk, a lot of action. I truly appreciate everybody coming in. It's good stuff, man. I got a lot of winners, more and more winners coming on, pumping me up about the show, about youth, wishing I was young again, coaching. It's good stuff, man. So I want to thank everybody about helping me with my show. It's good. Working hard at it. So check in. I hope this color's okay. Everything's okay. It's Real Talk with Rock. Whatever you want to talk about. Number one, your day, what your plans are, if you had a good day or not. I picked up a couple things today to help my connection with the Wi-Fi and the world. You know what I mean? So I'm working on it. I got my team doing editing, posting, all that stuff. It's good. So I got winners out there. I got VIPs. I got followers. I got unbelievers. I got believers. I got trolls. I got it all. How you doing, Mountain? I think you've been here before, haven't you? You've been. How was your day? Did you have a good day? Are you pumped up? Thanks for the hearts, man. Are you sure there's no sound? I don't know. I don't know. Hold on. Is that better? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Testing, testing, 1, 2. Testing, 1, 2. Can you hear me? You hear me? You hear me? Oh. Oh, you can hear me. Good. Okay. Sorry about that. I'm getting a new system, Wi-Fi. You can hear now? Mr. Singh, you can hear me now? Good? Okay. All right. I got to get some parts. Get moving. Hey Craig, can you hear me okay? Because I had some sound problems. Volume. We good? Penny, how's it, Penny? Danny DeVito, okay. Thanks, Craig. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Craig, your day good? I had a good day today. I went bowling. I bowled 2 games. Good practice. Good practice. I feel good. I feel like I'm going to get in the ring. I'm in Florida, United States. Okay, that's cool. It's I call this dine with rock. It's not happy hour, Craig, right? It's not happy hour. Good. I'm up to about 150 average now. I feel good about that. I'm starting to get the confidence. Don't forget confidence, you know? Trump's making things happen, huh? Stock market's up again, Craig. I bowled, I think my high today was 155, but I'm very happy with that. And what I'm most happy is I think I'm the youngest guy down there and I'm 71. Everybody's in their 80s. It's a lot of fun, man. My bowling alley here in West Palm Beach. No, I feel good about it. It's very strategic, very strategic. I came on a little late today because I had to go shopping. I had to go to Best Buy. You guys got Best Buy? I'm sure you got a Best Buy. And this kid helped me a lot. He was like 18, 19 years old, but he knew what I was doing. And he's probably going to subscribe. I like when I talk to kids that are really happy. They got a job, number one. They're working. They groom well. They look good. I got this at Best Buy. I got a Wi-Fi enhancer. A Wi-Fi enhancer for my condo. Hey, Greg, I got some good news, man. YouTube contacted me. I'm on my way to monetize. They asked for some documentation, so I'm very excited about that. Today was a good day. Chuck, how you doing, Chuck? Happy birthday, James. Thanks, Mary. Sweet way to go. Which way? Which way is that? Thanks, Craig. Appreciate it. I thought it was going to take me originally about a year and a half, and I says, "No, I could beat that. I want to beat it in a year." Here it's 10 months. Hey, James, how you doing, man? Michael, you're right, man. My dad's 100, and he always reminds me, Dad, let's go do this. He says, listen, it's day to day. Life is day to day. Right, Mike? Florida's a red state, pretty bright red. Bright red. Trump lives here in Florida. Oh yeah, yeah, Craig. It's humming. It's humming. In fact, I got some marketing people out, editors and stuff like this. They can't keep up. I got so much shit. I still got 2 or 3 things to post today. Yes, Jen. Yes. No, I don't know who Jake is. We don't know. We don't know. We don't get enough information. But I would tell you this, I'm sure Trump is on everything. This guy is unbelievable. 9 years. Don't say that. It's going to be a great 9 years. You mean Teflon John? Yeah, I know who he's dead. He's dead, John Gotti. Yeah, who's asking about 9 years? 9 years, I'll be 80. Don't bring it up. Yeah, it is kind of scary. Yes, he did. Yep, he passed on. Pretty nasty, too, the way he died, my understanding. Well, we got a couple trolls, but not that many. You know, not that many. That's why I like talking about cybersecurity. As soon as I say cybersecurity, it's good because I might get some sponsors. What kind of tip you want? Business, life, marriage? Tell me what you want. What kind of life do you want? Do you want a peaceful life? That's what I want, a peaceful life. I need more thumbs up. I need more hearts. You know how thankful we are? You know how thankful we are that we're healthy? Look at even the good guys and the bad guys are on Rock Talk. How do you like that? Rock Talk. You like that? Levi, what do you mean? You mean old people? Hey, Carlos. You know, my father's name's Carlo. Not Carlos, Carlo. Italian, Italia, Italia. Oh, yeah, Jen? Are you obsessed with John Gotti? I'm not. Yeah, more or less. Everything. Experience is a big thing, man. I'm very curious. I got an education. I got a college education. I got a Harvard education through their business school. You know, my favorite car? Subaru. Who's laughing? You think I would go out and buy a car? No. Subaru. I was brought up, you want practical. My father always a American car. Greatest generation. Half Sicilian. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, Brian's back. Brian, I got to mark you up. How many? We only got 3 trolls tonight so far. Still counting, Mike? Full Irish. My brother married a full Irish woman. Great lady. Great lady. Yeah, you want advice on YouTube? You've heard it all. Consistency. You know what my edge, though, is? My edge is experience. I'm not trying to sell anything. I'm just saying, okay, what do you want to learn? I've been an advisor, a coach basically all my life. I've had 8 different businesses, so I had to lead people. But guess what? You learn. You learn from other people. And my best people, my best acquaintances, peers, I didn't look at people as employees. They taught me how to grow. You know what I mean? You got to be open. You got to collaborate. And then they left when they were younger and started their own businesses. I am most proud. Yes, Michael, mentor. Yep. I've been mentored all my life from a young kid. What is my favorite what? This goes kind of fast, man, you know. My favorite show? I I hate to tell you, I'm a sports guy. I like baseball, I like football, I like golf, I like hockey. Hockey's probably my favorite. Hockey. During the season, I'll go to games. I even go in person. Daniel, I don't talk about that. Basketball, I never got into basketball, but now that A-Rod is in Minnesota, he's developing the players to be winners. You know, you could develop winners. If you're a winner yourself, you could develop winners. Big baseball guy, me too, man. Yes, I'm a Yankee fan, and they're not doing. You know what? I'm a bet man, and I would say, I don't know if they deserve to be in the playoffs this year. You know, the booster, the Wi-Fi, this was 180 bucks and no taxes because all the month of August they consider this a school supply. You know what I mean? So no tax. I wasn't even aware of that. Taxes here are about 7% sales tax. So I save 7%. I'm going to try it out. I hope it works. Michael, who doesn't? Oh, yeah, Jen. Brian, I don't talk about that. We talked about boxing. My interest in boxing was my mother. When she was born in Chicago, her dad liked. Does anybody know who the Brown Bomber was out of Detroit? Does anybody know? And my mom was the youngest of 5 children. She was a tomboy. My mom was a tomboy. She was like an athlete. She should have been because she had 11 kids, so she was built. Well, the Brown Bomber was Joe Louis. Grow a bit. I have a lot to grow a business. It can't be just tonight, but I'll tell you what. You go on my website, and I got a lot of information here, how to grow a business, how to build a business. And the bottom line is you got to educate yourself. Educate yourself. Read a lot. Read a lot. Network like crazy. Because you know what? You learn from other people. So if you're young, you want to learn how to build a business, you team up with somebody and you work there for 5 years. You go in there and you kick ass. And you learn something. And hopefully you buy the business or you move on and you start your own business. That's what I did. Michael, you know it all, Mike. I mean, I think you're a newbie, aren't you? I know you're a VIP, but I think you just came in when? Yesterday or today? But you should be on this show. The Rock and Mike show, or the Mike and Rock show. Yeah, I read. I'm an author. This is all my writing after 50 years. I got my own memoir, and I got a second book coming out right now. I'll probably release it next year, early next year. Mike, same thing I would say. I know nothing. I am not the smartest guy in the room. I'm the oldest guy in the room. I don't know how you feel, Mike, but that's how I feel. Patience. Ellen, patience. Patience, do the right thing. Don't take huge risks. I'll tell you how to lose 10,000. Go to a casino. Jimmy is another troll. We got number 4. I was in the printing business. The printing business and what we call converting. My second book is coming out next I would say first quarter of 2027. And my next step is I'm going to combine the 2 books and do a screenplay. Yes, James, I go to church. I'm a Catholic, and I was brought up Catholic. Crunch your back, man. I am a dad. I'm a grandpa. I'm a son. I'm an ex-husband. I got a lot of great experiences. Hey, Harold. Way to go, man. What are you, 6 hours difference? So what are you, Let me, about midnight? No. Midnight, 2 o'clock in the morning? Yeah, Mike, me too, man. Me too. I got my start in my early 20s. My dad gave me my shot. He kicked me in the ass. My dad had an office that had a bay window. You know what a bay window is? Big window, like in the back here. And he had curtains, draw curtains. And he'd say, Rock, come here. What a name, huh? Rock. My dad's name's Carlo. Come here. And this is, you see this finger? Come here. I'd go in there. He'd shut the curtains, and guess what? Do you think I knew what was coming? Yeah, I knew what was coming. Harold, 1 o'clock a.m., right? Oh, man, 2,400? Open up, if you're working, open up a Roth, open up a small retirement. Ask Michael, just put in a little bit at a time. And there's a few tricks when you're young like that. No drugs, no alcohol, no trouble. Mike, thanks, man. San Francisco. I'm going to be in LA. My buddy's getting married at 75. So he wants to go to LA game, Dodger game. I'm not a Dodger fan. But he wants to go to the stadium. So I said, okay, that's my gift to you and your wife. I'll bring you to a Dodger game. But I got to fly all the way out there. I hate flying, man. That's right, Craig. That's right. Little by little, get in the habit. Instead of $10 at Starbucks or $100 at the casino, take care of yourself. Look at Harold and Craig. You guys you're going to learn from each other. Good for you guys. When I'm gone, you guys know what to do. Okay. You know, I can't say enough about this live, man. You guys have been really great. Really great. Harold, did you talk to your father yet? Did you tell him about this crazy Italian? Oh yeah, Mike. Hey, you see, guys, you're going to learn from guys like Mike and so on. Everybody's got a different route, a different way, different road, different experiences. Yeah, yeah. No, not always. I don't know about Michael. My philosophy was put away 25%. 25%. I told my kids that too. And I was divorced. I had alimony. I had child support. I had a business. But I always tried to put 25%. And it paid off. And it was invested though, too. You know what I mean? I took risks. Mike, I did the 90-10 allocation. 90% in, I'm going for it. Because I always had a job. I worked for myself. No, no, we're saying that's good. If you got something, 25% invest discretionary dollars. So if you could save 25%, I don't care if it's 5%, 1%, get in the habit of putting something away every month. Look at Michael, same thing, same thing. Yeah, yeah. I could have lost it all, but guess what? I believe in God. I had a lot of hope, and I'm still here. And I don't have a financial issue. You know, I'm financially happy. I'm independent. That's the goal. I was told by smart people, Rock, the goal is independence and freedom. That means fuck the possessions, have a purpose in life. This is my purpose. Michael, I got other Michaels. See? Well, Mike's in the land and real estate. I wasn't brought up with that. You know why? We were all our assets were in the printing industry and buildings. We tried to own the building instead of lease or rent the building. But everybody's got a specialty. My son's a REITs. Mike, you know what that is? A REITs specialist. And he's in his 40s, but he knows how to invest not only money, he's into real estate investments. I don't go there. I love everybody. I've never been hurt by anyone. Aren't we? I thought Italian men were a minority. Nobody talked about it. I couldn't get a business under a minority, you know? Come on. You know, Alan, you know, you should think about is get into, what do you call these, investment clubs. Get in an investment club. Doesn't matter how much you have, but you see what people do. My dad's tricks were look at the balance sheet, look at the cash, look at the assets, and look at the leadership. Look at the leadership. And you always go for the long term. The long term. There, Mike's given us another idea. Auction. Very good. I've always had, my cars were always practical and they function. I don't know anything about cars, so I get the warranty on them or whatever I could. And then the other thing is I never tried to impress my clients because when I was in sales, you don't do it as much anymore. I drive up with my little car and it was clean and everything, but I didn't have like high-end image cars. That wasn't me. I was a printer in the printing industry. I owned printing companies and converting companies. And then I sold those companies and I got into advising and mergers and acquisitions. We just talked about the 18-year-olds. Your future is not going to be easy. That's just, everybody's got the same route. You got to work hard. The biggest thing is stay out of trouble, you know? And watch who you hang around with. I don't know if you guys think about that, but just take care of yourself. Michael, I don't know about cars except that they're high maintenance. That's all. I drive a Subaru. I would say in the last 20 years, I've been a Subaru guy. But before that, I had Beamers, I had Audis, Hondas, Acuras. Patience. Earn money, go to work, save something, invest it. It's the long game. You guys know what the long game is? Takes time. Tax, you're another troll. You're number 5. Yeah, but you know, Mike, you got to go for it. When they say easy, they think it might be crypto or something. No, you got to work. And you got to put it away and invest it. I understand that, Tex. I understand that. At least you admit it. No, I'm not famous. Oh, I don't know about crypto. But I'm very interested in what's going to happen with Bitcoin. There's a lot of support out there. And Trump's family's got started up a Bitcoin organization. Yeah, it does. Get up and get out, no matter what you're going to do. I ran into a guy today at Dunkin' Donuts. I went to get a cup of coffee, and he was, I think, Jamaican. I think it was Jamaican. And he came walking in, and he walked in slow, real slow, and he had these high-end shoes on. And he kind of looked depressed, you know, and I says, hey, how's it going? What do you do, you know? I said, slow day, because he was walking slow. So I said, what is it, slow day today? He goes, yeah. He says, are you in business? You see how easy it is for me to talk? He goes, yeah, I'm in business. I says, what do you do? He goes, I'm in food, in broken English. He says, I'm in food. He's like a Dash or whatever. He makes food and then ships it out. And he goes, tough times. I says, yeah, it's tough times, but you got to keep on going, man. But I looked out, the truck he got into had to be a $100,000 truck. And I'm like, wow, man. You know? Bitcoin is sophisticated. It's not scary, it's sophisticated. So you got to get, you know, don't go online and buy shit. You got to go to a financial institution that's got, what do you call this? FDIC in the United States. In other words, it's insured. You got to be real careful. And only put a little bit in, a little bit at a time, and see what happens, you know? Mike, we've been talking about this. What do you recommend to earn money? Get a job. Get a job. Here's a Bitcoin guy. I got some Bitcoin. I got some gold. I got a few little things. I like it. Well, you got to sign off, Tyler. You got to sign off. FDIC. I've already got involved, but the bank won't back it up until you sign off. I don't know if some of you guys know what penny stocks are. Penny stocks is, you know, you're on your own, you know. So you got to be careful. I'm not here to advise. I'm just saying, hey, listen, you got to take risks, man. And what I really like are the blue collar millionaires because these guys work really hard 30, 40 years, you know, and they got families and they stayed in shape. You know, that's one thing my father always would say is, you know, my job isn't work. He loved what he did, but the other thing was he called it lucky. Is Joey? Or was there only 5 left? Um, where was I going with this? Oh, he never got sick. My dad never got sick, and that's the other thing. I got 50 years in business. I've never been under the knife per se. You know? Yeah. Yeah, Mike. That's scary. I had a shot one time by Deloitte offered me something, and I wasn't that sophisticated at the time, and I was very conservative. I was just getting out of a business, and you got to be careful, you know. A drug addiction, get some help, man. Get some help. And don't go hanging around the same group. You know, step 13, you guys ever hear step 12, the 12 steps and the step 13? Full throttle. Uh, I know people that they just, it's bad, man. It's bad. It's really tough, man. It's just like smoking. You know, people say it's really hard to, it's harder than drugs, I guess, is smoking. What about this vaping? Mike, man, these are, listen, this Mike, listen to this guy. He's done it. I've done it. But we take different routes. But the bottom line is you got to keep going. You got to keep going. You can't be afraid. And if you have a failure, big deal. Who hasn't failed? I mean, come on. The big deal here is you got to make sure you pick the right horse. Remember we talked about that? You got to pick the right friends. You got to pick the right career. You got to pick the right, and it takes time. So you have to discern. You have to find out who you are personally. So sit back. You don't think that I've sat and thought about what I want to do for a living? I've got 8 different careers because I get bored. I get bored and I'm curious. Middle East, I get it, man. Okay, Tyler, 109K and you're liquid. I don't know how old you are. I don't know how much you could put away, but I'd put it away if you're living on whatever your job is. Live on your income, on your salary. You got 100,000, go talk to a pro. And I would get a pro even though I didn't have money, but I anticipated having money. So I worked with Deloitte. You listen to Michael. You see, you got Harold, you got Craig. You guys are teaming up. The people that have the time. Mike, you know I'm rattling this shit off. It's good to get a mentor. It's good to get a mentor. Yeah, see, look at, he says young, high risk, high earnings, see? And don't be afraid. And don't be sitting there looking at every day what's going on. Those are traders, you know, daily traders, and they cry and they go on margin. That's the other thing. Michael, I don't know if you heard this. My dad always used to say, never go on margin. Whatever your discretionary dollars are and you invest it in the stock market, it's gone in a way. It could go any day. However, you put in a retirement fund and so on, historically, you're going to earn. You're going to earn. Compound. Get the system where you could keep compounding. My kid loves dividends, and he's only in his 40s. He loves stocks with dividends. I don't see any hearts. I don't see any thumbs up. I don't know how many are subscribing. Look at Tyler, Vanguard. My kids are in what, Fidelity and Vanguard? Yeah. Because there's what, no fees or very minimal fees. Very minimal. I got a deal because I've been with the same bank for what, over 40, 50 years. So I get a special rate because I'm loyal. I'm loyal. And people got to get paid for their investments. You know what I mean? For their knowledge, because I am out there doing this shit and working, and I have the pros invest for me, but I'm watching everything. I'm watching everything. But they get their fees. You got to watch fees, right, Mike? Got to watch the fees. Oh, Mike's in private banking. So am I. But guess what, Mike? You don't get in private banking without collateral. You know what I mean? They know who you are. And that net worth is, I think it's about, in the private banks, I said, what's that threshold to get that private banking service? It's approximately 2 million in assets, US. Yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough. That's why I don't believe in going online and listening to these people. You got to watch it, especially these commission guys. I have family that they're very conservative. My brothers, they're just getting into it, and they're in their 60s. And they're just starting, because they always thought that cash was safe. Yeah, it's safe, but it didn't compound for 40 years that Michael and I did. Now we got a Trump fan. Good. It's okay. Michael, how long you been with that bank? How many years? They know you're a good customer. They don't want to lose you. There you go. There you go. 11 years. Good for you, man. It's not easy. YouTube's not easy. Craig, we got Michael now. We got Harold. We got some go-go's. You know what go-go's are? Go-go. I call them go-go's because they're winners. What do winners do, everybody? They win. They know the feeling of winning. They got confidence. Yeah, you might lose something here, but you always take care of people. Whoever's working with you, you bring them in. There's a service. You give them a good tip. You do this, you do that. They remember you. And they're loyal to you too. Well, you know what? There's no guarantee on those buyers. By the way, those buyers, they overpay sometimes. Think about that. They overpay, they overpromise, and they have investors, and guess what happens? The investors are pissed because they didn't hit their numbers at 5 years or 3 years or 7 years or whatever it is. I'm not big on bankers. I'm not. You know why? It's Wall Street. I'm not big on Wall Street. It's OPM. Does anybody know what OPM is? Mike, you know. What's OPM stand for when you hear in finance terminology? Does anybody know what OPM is? I'm asking a question. There you go. Look at Michael. Other people's money. Fucking right. What's PM? I'll make it easy, Mike. Personal money. What's more important? OPM or PM? Come on. PM is more important to me. I don't trust other people's money. It's too risky, and you could hurt people. I would never ask someone to co-sign for me, and I would never co-sign for my kids. You see what I'm saying? Who taught me that? My father. If you can't afford it, don't do it. Vacations, you don't have it, don't go. You want to get married? You got 10 grand? You want to go spend it on shit? You could be divorced in a year? Take the money, invest it. If she don't like it, or he doesn't like it, it's over. I'm fine. I can't. SH money. Shh, money. A boomer stare. Yeah, you got it, man. Oh, Michael. You know what I'd be afraid of? Diseases, man. Diseases. And you never know what happens. Just one phone call, you're screwed. And you're shamed. Look at these cheaters that they find on TikTok and everything. It's over, bro. They're going pretty fast. I don't know how to slow it down, but you know what? Either way, I try to get to something. Choice investment. I actually talk to an advisor. I get ideas. I watch the market. I don't watch my own personal. I'm more of a quarterly guy. And then I look and I go, okay, how much cash do I have? Do I really want to invest? And I really trust this analyst. I like him. And he's a younger guy. He's in his 50s. I shouldn't say yeah. He's in his 50s, but he's sharp. You know, sometimes you could really tell. And they're pro. That's all they do, man. That's all they do. I don't have time to do that. Yeah. Equities. JD, more or less equities, and I'm diversified. I really like what I call risk is emerging markets. I really like Asia for the future. And when I say for the future, I'm thinking 10 years out. And it's not for me, it's going to be my grandkids. I got an estate set up for my grandkids. I call it Papa Rock's Legacy Fund. Yeah, they'll never forgive me. I got a foundation too, and I help kids out. Yeah, for sure. For sure. But I bank with a conservative bank too. You know, it's not Goldman Sachs or anything like that. Nah, I'm not into that. Those guys, to me, are Wall Street. In Wall Street, can we really trust Wall Street? I don't know. I won't. It's PM, personal money. You're damn right. But you know what? I realize that, Michael. But I'd rather do it than a casino. My brothers love casinos. They love casinos. They think they're going to hit it rich. And I always hear about, God, I won $1,000 or I want $6,000. But they don't tell me what their losses were. I don't, even though I'll go to a casino to go see a group, like a band or something like that, I'll walk through, I have a budget. I'll say, okay, I'll spend $100. Take a ride. I think I raised it to maybe 300 or 500 a couple times. It actually paid off. And when I got it, I paid my real estate taxes with the win. Honest to God. But I don't know. And I'm doing slots. I don't want to think about cards or none of that shit. I hope you guys. You know what I don't see, guys? I get 80%. According to my analytics, I get about 80% min, 20% women. And that's when I was talking about divorce and prenups and annulments. I don't get many women anymore. Even the trolls are leaving me, guys. Can you believe it? They're divorcing me. Mike, that's a good one. My brother's the same thing. Yeah. Well, you must be a high roller if you get your parking for free. My dad's 100. I think he counts cars from his past, but that's entertainment for him. Yep, yep. And I'm not going to put any more costs on it to him. I'm hoping. Hey, Joey, did you get? There you go. Joey's one of my guys. I call them winners. The winners, the VIPs. Yes, everybody. Where's going on with the thumbs up and the subscribes? I need all that shit. If you're on 6 to 8 minutes, or even if you can't, go on the replay because that helps too. And don't forget, when I show shit like this, I got to say it though. TP link, okay, for enhancing on steroids Wi-Fi. The algorithm picks this up, and guess what? They might advertise with me. You know what I mean? They can't really say. Or if I say I bought it at Best Buy, just saying the words, man. Just saying the words. Or saying trolls and saying cybersecurity, I might get a big sponsor someday. Can't drink beer, man. I'm gluten free. I am gonna cut loose here though, and I'll be on. Oh, Great Legend. I think that's a troll. So I got 6 tonight. I had 16 yesterday. I got a scorecard. And like I mentioned, I like winners. I like talking winners, and I like to hear how successful they are. And guys like Harold and the young guys know what to do. Look how hard Craig works, and Joey. These guys are hardworking dudes, man. But they got their eye on the prize. And by the way, you're not going to change. Even when you so-called retire, you're going to do something like me. You're going to go out and go have some fun. Yeah, you're going to go travel and this and that, but bottom line, your life isn't really going to change. Actually, you're going to reduce your overhead, your cost. Because you're not going to do shit anymore. You're not going to be driving around. You're not going to be eating. You're not going to be drinking and partying. The biggest thing you got to think about is long-term care and making sure you got a good hospitalization. And Medicare is a good thing in the United States, Medicare. Then you got to have a supplement, you know? Well, yeah. Coffee with Rock. No problem. Join us. Hey, Chili Guy. Is this your first time, Chili Guy? I don't know. I don't recall that name. Are you subscribed? I think drink beer and wine. Well, yeah, that's what you should do. You know what always surprised me is hockey players back in the day, beers. And I'm sure it was carbos or whatever it is, after a hockey game. I don't know about today, though, but there's, back in the day, guys, hockey players would smoke, drink, all that shit. Great Legend. We got 7 trolls tonight. Better than 16. Great Legend, subscribe. Give me some hearts, some thumbs up. You might learn something from my winners. I like talking to winners. They're long-term thinkers. Chilly guy, I can tell. I can tell. So just keep on going. I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow morning. Oh no, actually I'm going to be late tomorrow. I got a ENT exam. Does anybody know what ENT is? What that stands for? Ear, nose, throat. Once a year. As you get older, man, you're going to get your eyes checked. You're lucky to have hair. It's a different world, you know. Hey, Frank. This has been fun because I've got some winners tonight. I mean, consistent guys that think. It's good. It's good. You know, no one's saying that they're married or have kids or anything. Is everybody young? Hey, great legend, you're late to the party. I don't know if Davey pushed you over here or the algorithm pushed you over. We're closing in on the trolls and what's it called? Cybersecurity. Cybersecurity. We win, trolls lose. Well, marriage is not easy, guys. We know that. I mean, come on. In America, it's 50 to 80% go through divorce. By my age, 70 plus, a lot of divorce, 50% on. I went through a divorce and I had 3 young kids under 12, and it wasn't easy. It was not easy, but they all turned out. You know why? They're winners. They're winners. Oh yeah, Social Security is going to last, but I think it's petty cash. You know, it's something, but it doesn't pay the bills. You know, that's why you got to worry about your overhead. You know, when you got working hours or working lifetime, working life cycle, it's just so much. You only get so much. You know. Yeah, child support. Shelly, you've probably been through it. I had alimony. My first wife got alimony, lifetime, lifetime maintenance. I had to cut a deal many years after the kids were out of the house. She was still married. I mean, she was never married because he had alimony coming in, you know? So, fuck. I had to make a deal years later, and I gave her a one time offer, and she took it. Thank God. Yeah. Well, a pension, you can't count on a pension unless you're USPS or somebody like that, government, benefits, which I have a lot of buddies that are blue collar millionaires because they spent 40 years working for the government or the mail system. It's a good thing, but they watch what they did. I'm doing well. What part of Europe? We got UK, we got Italy, we've had this afternoon or this evening. I don't think we have much else after that. It's getting a little late because it's 8:45 Eastern here in Florida. Finland. I was just met with. There's a lot of Finns in West Palm Beach, Florida. A lot of Finns. Good hockey players, man. Good hockey players, and they take care of themselves. Aren't your taxes are very high too, aren't they? 950. Davey's back. God, we're up to 7, Davey. We had 16 yesterday. But welcome back. Yeah. You're in rehab, Davey. You're fine. But listen, I got a stronger Wi-Fi. I'm going to enhance it. It's going so well from people like you. There's no reason to beat them. You collaborate. I think the winner in this whole thing is going to be Vietnam. Never had one. Never had a parole officer. Thanks, Joy. I know you're a 4 o'clock guy, man. You take care of yourself, sleep well. And I don't know if I'll do it tomorrow, breakfast, coffee, but I'll do a happy hour, like my sister says. Have a happy hour. You guys work hard, man. Hey, Joey, don't bring up the Yankees. Don't bring them up. Oh, I'm over 60 minutes, everybody. Good job. I was born in the Midwest, but people think I have an East Coast communications. Nah, come on. Yeah, I don't think the Yankees, right now I don't have much faith on the Yankees. I'm not bragging about the Yankees anymore. I think it's going to be a tough time. And Texas is good. Seattle's good. I mean, who else is going to get that wild card? Red Sox might end up doing really well if Toronto falls apart, which I wouldn't doubt. You know? Hey, thanks everybody for the heads up, the thumbs up, the hearts, the subscriptions. Everything's going well. I've been hearing from YouTube in a positive way. So thanks again. I'll check in tomorrow. And you know I like just going on spontaneous. And whatever you guys want to talk about, I'm here. So thanks again. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Just check in. Okay, guys? Okay. Good night, man. See you guys.